Hello there, my name is Hermano and welcome to the channel. G Suite offers two nice little programs for communication inside your organization. Hangouts Chat, which is, well, a chat program, and Hangouts Meet, which is an online video meeting program. Today I'm going to focus on Hangouts Chat. Let's have a look at it. So let me pull up the program. I'll just open my browser. You'll have basically two choices when it comes to Hangouts Chat, a desktop app and the browser app. As you can see here, I am asked to download the desktop app for Windows because I'm on a Windows machine, but there is a desktop app for Mac as well. And of course, there are also mobile apps for Android and iOS. So I'm not going to download the desktop app here because basically it's just a wrapper for the web app. So I'm going to close this window and switch over to the tab here. And this is Hangouts Chat main window. So basically it's divided here on the left side in three different parts. As you can see, you have people, you have rooms, and bots. So people, well, it's basically people inside your organization. So in this case, I have Alexandra here. If she wouldn't be here, for example, I can delete this conversation. I can look for Alexandra by searching in the search box here. Well, she appears already in the frequent contacts here, but I can also search for Alexandra here. And when I click on her name, then I'm open to a new window with the chat here on the right side. And that's very simple. You can basically chat with your colleagues in the organization by looking for their names, and you have your list of chats on the left side. Each person is listed, and each person will have his private conversation. Looking at the main window here in the middle, well, you have the name, of course. Now I don't have any message here. You have your message box here where you can write your message, and you have a few options here on the side. This stopwatch here is basically a history. If this is off, as it's now, all the messages will be deleted after 24 hours. This might be useful in some cases when you're sharing sensitive information, but most of the time you will have this on so that you can look at your history throughout the chat. You have an upload button here where you can upload basically photos, you can upload videos, any documents. I've experienced some problems with videos recently where videos are uploaded, but the receiver cannot really view them. So I don't know what's that about. It's maybe a bug. And you have an option to add a Google Drive file directly from your Google Drive. You have an option here to call a video meeting directly from the chat and to insert emojis. So it's very simple. And you have your send button here on the right side. So that's the normal chat that you would have with your colleagues. Now, if you have more than one person in your organization and you want to create teams, you can do so by creating rooms in Hangouts Chat. So at the moment here, I have no rooms, but I can easily create one. I just click on the search box and click on Create Room, and I'll give it a name, for example, Project Hangouts Meet. There you go. Click Create. Takes a moment to create a room. And now I have the project Hangouts Meet here. This is a room where I can, of course, invite other people. So in this case, I could, for example, view the members. Well, I don't have any yet, so I can add one here by the plus and say I want to invite Alex on that. And if I click send, she will be notified via email that she has been invited to this room. And when she accepts it, she will appear in the list. And if you have other persons in the organization, you can add them the same way. As you can see here, you can also add bots. We'll come to bots a little later in the video. So for that, I'm just going to click cancel. There you go. So one thing I would like to point out here in the people chat is you have several options here on the top. So for example, if I click on Alex's name here, I can view the members, which here doesn't make actually any sense because she's the only one. This is a private chat. I can configure webhooks. This is something for developers. I can start a message so that it appears always at the top of the list. I can turn off notifications for the conversation. I can hide it. Hide it means the chat is going to be really hidden. It's not going to be deleted. So it will disappear from the people's list. But if you search for her name again in the search box, the whole conversation will come back and you will have it again in the list. If you delete the conversation, then the messages are really going to be deleted. So those are options you have in Hangouts Chat for a people conversation. You have also some options which are regarding you, which are here. So for example, now it appears I'm active. What I can do here, I can snooze notifications for 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, up to 8 hours. And if I click on notification settings, I have many other options here. So for example, for web and desktop, I'm now notified about new threads and direct messages. If I click here, I can change that. I can turn it off. I can only notify about mentions and so on. And I can play sounds for incoming push notification and pop-ups. You can deactivate this if you don't want it. For mobile, you have the same options, or you can also be notified via email and enable or disable here Smart Reply, which is the same feature you have in Gmail, actually. And there you go. So I'll go back here and I'll have a look now at bots. So bots are kind of assistants that will help you do certain tasks. So let's explore this. I'm click on the plus. And as you can see here, we have a lot of choices. You have like 75 bots available in Hangouts Chat right now. Some of them relate to Google programs, some of them relate to other programs like Trello, like Asana. And I'm going to here now select one of them just to explore it. So I'm going to click on this Meet bot here. I'm just click Add. And first I have the option to add it as a message. That means it will be added in the bots list on the left side of the chat window, or I can add it to a room, which is what we saw before when we created that room in Hangouts Chat. In this case, I'm just gonna create a new message with this bot. So I'm just gonna click on that and it takes a moment. But well, as you can see, I already used this bot in the past, but the one message which was created now is here in the bottom. So it tells you basically what you can do with this bot, which is very cool. So for example, schedule a meeting, modify an existing meeting, cancel a meeting, and look up your schedule. So for example, I can tell the bot, schedule a meeting with Alex tomorrow. Let's see what he says. There you go. Now, the bot is able to read my calendar and to read also Alex's calendar because she is inside the organization. So this bot basically can read the calendars inside of the organization. The sound you heard is the notification sound, which came in a little late, by the way. Anyway, as you can see here, tomorrow I would have several spots where I could theoretically book an appointment with Alex. So let's go ahead and say, let's book the appointment at 3:30 p.m. So I'm just going to reply D. And there you go. The event has been scheduled. So I got a notification, Alex got a notification, and the appointment is in our calendar. So I can now, for example, ask the bot to cancel this meeting. So I'm going to head and write that in the box. And let's wait for the answer. Well, yes, I want to cancel this meeting. So I'm just going to type yes. And there you go. The meeting is canceled. So this is a very simple example, but you can do a lot more with this bot. And you can do also a lot more with other bots. For example, with the Google Drive bot here, you will get updates on any changes in Drive. Polly, for example, is a cool bot. You can create polls directly in your chats or in rooms and so on. So if you have Hangouts Chat, I really invite you to explore these bots and find out what might be useful for you. So one last point I'd like to point out here is how to get to Hangouts Chat if you're using the web version. So basically, you go up here to the right corner and you click on your apps here. You have Hangouts Chat here, as usual, like your all other G Suite apps. And you have still here one gear option, which goes to the same settings we explored before. So it's a very simple interface. There is not much else I can say about Hangouts Chat. It's a very simple program. It's very effective for what it does. It works really well, except in a few cases, like I mentioned before with videos. But it's a fairly new program and it has already been updated fairly often in the last months. So I'm expecting more updates coming soon in the future. Well, and that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more, make sure you like this video by clicking the like button below and subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified of future videos. And again, if there's anything specific you want me to cover in G Suite or Office 365, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.